Hello again, Kyle Kelly at my blog, kylekelly401.wordpress.com. So for today, I'm going to talk a little bit about seminars, and more specifically, seminars that help build your personal financial education. So if you recall from a few blogs back, I talk a little bit about the lack of education when it comes to finances and how just simple things as creating a budget, retirement savings, maybe even planning for a large expenditure, are just things that are not of any importance to public education at large. And so much of that is well, two things really. One is there's this upper class stigma that the upper class is doing a better job educating their children and their children's children in matters of finances, whereas the middle class or lower class is left to have their parents, who are themselves middle class or lower class, not using those as a pejorative, but using it as more of a just kind of a financial station, if you will. It's leaving it up to those folks to educate their own, and onward and onward. It's just a kind of a vicious cycle. So class mobility, the ability of the next generation to rise up, if you will, in the socioeconomic ladder is at an all-time low. In the Lorenz curve, if you will, to use a nice economics term, the wage disparity, the income disparity, the wealth disparity is never higher than it's been in today's current economic climate. So with that said, it's incumbent upon the person that is from that lower class or middle class, or even of the higher class, to educate themselves primarily through alternative means of education outside of, say, your English class, your history class. And this doesn't just go to public education. This goes to private institutions as well. Post-secondary education, the collegiate university level, state schools, private schools, they do equally a poor job of defining what it is to be fiscally sound in your own life. So what I recommend is a couple things that, there's several things you can do. One is you can use the internet, you can read resources, you can subscribe to several magazines, Money Magazine, Fortune Magazine, Forbes, etc., etc. Those are great forms for enriching yourself with all things finance. However, what I have begun doing as recently as a few years ago is attending seminars. So why I feel seminars are stronger than those other forms of media. I feel that seminars are stronger in displaying the information, much the same way that it's easier to learn English from being in an English classroom than, say, going through Wikipedia or Google searches. That interaction, typically seminars are held in, not always, but typically, they're held in very small forums, maybe 8 to 25 people at most. And so you get your questions answered. You have that one-on-one time with the instructor or the person presenting the material. But the real neat thing about it is the overall collective engagement of the participants in the seminar. Typically, a seminar setting is much the same a classroom is. You got your PowerPoint presentation, you've got some slides, maybe you're walking through a trading platform, maybe you're walking through a retirement calculator, but you get that level of engagement that I think is paramount. I'm a firm believer in books. I love books. However, I believe that seminars are a much more effective way of really doing it. Now, the great thing about seminars is they're easy to find. Nowadays, it seems like every guru under the sun that's written a book offers seminars, and a lot of these are very inexpensive. A lot of them are frankly really free. I try to attend exclusively free ones, but if there's a presenter or a book, an author that's given a presentation, a seminar that I really enjoyed his or her book or his or her blog, etc., I'll try and make a point of paying a little bit of money, not more than $100 or $200, to go see their seminar. Lately, what I've been doing is trying to see as many seminars on personal finance from the trading side. I'm very, very interested in being an investor, and I think that those are the returns that you can generate from sitting in that sort of setting can be very strong. So I definitely recommend, certainly Fidelity's got your local Fidelity branch, your local Schwab branch, are a couple of ones that I use, and I would definitely recommend checking something out like that and just calling your local office and they could have some for you. The other alternative is just doing a Google search, plugging in, for instance, Reno, Nevada, personal finance seminars, and there's a lot. I mean, then they range. I mean, it could be seminars on retirement planning to trading platforms to investing in real estate. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. But that's really it. I really recommend seminars. I challenge you, the subscribers of my blog, to attend at least 2 seminars a year. If you read biographies, I'm a big believer in biographies. You read any biography by some of the wealthiest people and that did it themselves, not people that inherit it, but people that did it themselves. They'll tell you that their own learning outside of the traditional, school, family, etc., was done in the classroom for seminars. And a lot of them are taken on weekends and things like that. So that's pretty much it for today. Stay tuned. KyleKelly41.wordpress.com. You could also get me at Twitter at krkelly, and you can email me directly at kkelly401 at gmail.com. Thank you very much.